After being shut out the last 2 times of the diamond, things don't get any easier. The Reds hand the ball over to Homer Bailey, who has hit his stride in the month of May. In other news, the Phillies couldn't ask for anything more than Cole Hamels to take the mound. The left-hander has never lost to the team he made his major league debut against in 2006. He has dominated the boys from the Queen City, and his team has won every time he has towed the rubber against the Reds. You can pick a handful of topics about tonight's ballgame. For the Phillies, we'll start with the offense. They haven't scored in 20 consecutive innings. Well, they're going to try to solve a guy that solved them last year. It's Game 2 between the Phils and the Cincinnati Reds here at Citizens Bank Park. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, joined by Matt Stairs. All right, so the pitching matchup tonight is a good one. You've got Cole Hamels on the mound for the Phillies and Homer Bailey on the hill for the Reds. And Phillies are hoping that Cole, from his last start, is the same one they see here tonight.
Well, and that's the biggest thing, and that starts from the first pitch of the game. It's going out the whole game and establish the fastball and location. Throwing fastballs inside, fastballs inside. And as you see these highlights the last game against the Mets, he went out there and he was dominating with the fastball inside, and what that does as a hitter, it speeds your bat up where you can start throwing the curveball, you start throwing the changeup outside. These guys are swinging at it because they want to react to the fastball inside. The whole game, he kept these guys off balance and got a ground ball when he needed to.
133 pitches in that outing. Will that cause him any limitations here tonight, do you think?
No, I don't think so. If anything, he's probably going to establish more fastballs tonight. It's usually a less stress in the arm throwing fastballs. Just go out there and do the same thing he did last time. Pound the strike zone and try to get ahead.
Well, obviously it's in his head that he's had good numbers against the Cincinnati Reds in his career.
Well, that's a good thing right now, the way our offense is struggling a little bit. And, you know, that's the thing right now is apparently they're not picking up the changeup or he's keeping them off balance, and hopefully it carries over to tonight's game.
All right, the Phillies will be opposed tonight by Homer Bailey, who last year was absolutely dominant against the Phillies. Now, this season, April not so great. He gave up 7 home runs, was 1-2 with an ERA of 6.15. But in May, he is starting to keep the ball down, which is what he did in the first 2 starts last year against the Phillies.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing is keeping the ball down in his zone. He throws a good fastball, a very good curveball, and a changeup and slider. And last year, he kept the hitters off balance the whole game and had some really awkward swings the whole time. It was almost like they were guessing every time. He has a very good split finger fastball. When he elevates the fastball, he can go ahead and get the punch out.
All right, so then a month later, it was basically the same story with just a few more pitches than the first outing.
Deja vu all over again. He came into Philadelphia and he went out the hitters the exact same way. Low in the zone, power fastball, the big curveball, the changeup. It's just the biggest thing for him is that he was getting ahead in the count, and that way he could play with the pitches.
How about the pitches that he threw? 89 pitches in 8 innings on the 16th of April. Then on the 19th, he comes back and just 96 pitches. He only struck out 3, but he was efficient. However, he did not get a decision in either one of those ball games. The Phillies went 1-1 against Homer Bailey and the Reds last season. They'll try to get their offense on track here tonight and not allow this guy to commit to the ball game. Aroldis Chapman closed out the door last night. Great fastball, really good slider. When we return, the lineups and first pitch for tonight's ball game. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Citizens Bank, introducing one deposit checking. Keeping things simple is helping you bank better. By Toyota. The Toyota Time Sales event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. By Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Phillies. And by Independence Blue Cross, the most preferred health plan in the region. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. And the Cincinnati Reds. Cole Hamels out on the mound warming up. Let's take a look at the Reds starting lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Leading it off in center field, Billy Hamilton. Zach Cozart bats second. Brandon Phillips hits third, followed by Todd Frazier and Ryan Ludwig. Skip Schumacher is in right field. Neftali Soto is at first base. He'll bat seventh. Tucker Barnhart will do the catching tonight. He'll hit eighth. And batting ninth and pitching is right-hander Homer Bailey. And they'll face Phillies lefty Cole Hamels, who's coming off a career-high 133-pitch outing against the Mets. Phillies had the lead in the ninth inning, and they wound up blowing that lead. And he starts this ballgame on the doorstep of 100 wins. And Matt, he's been trying to do that. This will be the seventh attempt to 100 wins.
Well, if it's going to start tonight. He's 7-0 versus the Cincinnati Reds. And in those 7-0, he started 10 games where they are 10-0. So I think tonight you're going to see the fastball early, 90 to 93 miles an hour.
Hamels' first batter is Billy Hamilton. He was 1 for 4 last night and scored a run in the first inning. And that's a good start. A fastball on the outside part of the plate. We're underway. Hamilton, a switch hitter, batting right-handed. See his numbers against lefties. And quickly, it's 0-2. Off the mask of Ruiz, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. Carlos being given a moment before he settles back in. Hamilton got on board in the first inning last night, came around to score in the 3-run home run by Mesoraco. 0-2 pitch. Another fastball. Call, strike 3. That looked like a curveball. It was up a little bit in the zone, but Billy Hamilton watches it go by for the first out here at the top of the first. All right, Matt, it's time now for the Nissan keys to tonight's ballgame.
Well, I'd like to see the hitters get back of hitting off the fastball instead of swinging at the curveball and slider. Hit off the fastball until 2 strikes, and Hamels has to establish a fastball early in this game.
Well, one away. Here's Zach Cozart. He was batting 8th in last night's ballgame. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 3 from the number 8 spot last night. One ball and 1 strike. A couple curveballs here in the top of the first for Hamels. So 5 fastballs, 2 curves so far. And a line drive, fair. Down the left field line, hits the half wall. Dominic Brown gets to it. And Cozart will pull into second with a 1-out double. 6th double of the year for Zach Cozart.
Bertucci set up away, and he just kind of cross-fired it a little bit and got inside and put it on left field line and just stayed inside the left field line for a fair ball.
So Cozart's in scoring position. Brandon Phillips is the hitter. Phillips has 4 hits lifetime against Hamels. 2 of those hits have been triples. Fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. You look at the highlights of Hamels' first ever outing against the Cincinnati Reds, and there's not many players who were playing now that were playing then, but this guy at the plate was in that ball game. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the first changeup of the night. It's 0-2. There were some familiar faces and swings in that game, including that of Ken Griffey Jr. Phillips had a double in last night's ball game. He was 2 for 4 against the Phillies.
I think if a lot of people are questioning how Cole is going to come out throwing tonight after throwing 133 pitches his last outing. He just probably threw his best fastball this year. Just topped out at 94 miles an hour.
Just a bit inside, 2-2. The thing about his last outing against the Mets, he didn't look like he was tiring at all, even in that 7th inning when he was getting up over 125 pitches at that point.
He was still popping the fastball in there, about 92, 91 consistently the whole game.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Low ball 3. Todd Frazier's waiting on deck. Another changeup. He checks his swing. They'll appeal. No swing, says Jerry Meals. That puts runners on first and second now for Todd Frazier. Frazier was 0 for 4 last night. Well, Murph, it's documented how good Cole Hamels has been against the Reds, and there's a number of reasons why he's just not allowing a whole lot of base runners.
Well, you're right, Tom. Not only against the Cincinnati Reds, but against the NL Central in general. He has been absolutely dominant. You know, one of the ways to measure a pitcher's success is the whip, the walks and hits per innings pitched. And Cole Hamels, take a look at that. Best in baseball for any starter against any division since 2006 with 55 starts or more. 1.07 is his whip against the National League Central. That is unbelievable. You see Chris Carpenter and Kershaw on that list as well. But he has had great success. You talked about his numbers against the Cincinnati Reds, and he's had great success against the division as well.
55 career appearances against the Central, 24 wins, 12 losses. And now it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Frazier. It's important, obviously, to have that success during the course of the season. How about the fact that Kershaw, how about his success against his own division on that list?
Yeah, that's impressive, knowing that anytime he's on the mound in your own division, there's a very good chance you're going to get a win.
You know, Murph, it's funny. I don't know if it's because he started his first ever game against the Reds, and if that's why he's had so much success against them. But you're right, it's kind of peeled off into the rest of the Central Division.
It really is amazing. I mean, you look at the numbers, 11 starts against the Reds. The team has won all 11 of those games. He's won 7 of them. You know, you try and figure that stuff out sometimes, and it's difficult.
Not much you could do here. Frazier with a swinging bunt up the third base line. And that'll load up the bases with 1 man down. And it brings Ryan Ludwig to the plate.
That ball, double down low.
Well, I guess it's just when things aren't going very good for your team. You're out in front of an off-speed pitch, and you get that nice swing and bunt down the third base line. But the good thing about it is that Cole is down in the zone, and he's 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting out of this inning.
Frazier had a 14-game hitting streak stopped last night. And he's aboard. Phillips is at second. Cozart's over at third. Ryan Ludwig, the batter. First pitch is in there. It's 0-1. By the way, if you're wondering about Hamels' record against the Reds and the Phillies' record while he's on the mound, we've mentioned 10-0 and 11-0. The 11th win is a postseason win by Hamels. The 10-0 record is the regular season mark. Chopper back towards second. This will be a tough one to double up. Utley bobbles, so they get 1 at second, and that's it. A run scores, and it's 1-0 Cincinnati. Can't imagine they would have gotten 2 anyway. So a force out at second. But Cincinnati does take the early lead, just as they did in last night's ball game.
No, this is a good play. Actually, it's a good play all the way around. Frazier stops so he doesn't run into the tag to make it an easy 4-3 double play. And Chase keeps in front of him, doesn't panic, and realizes that he's still going to do the shovel to second base and get the out.
There's Schumacher. Schumacher last night was 1 for 4. He's dropped down to the order from the 2-hole because he's facing lefty here tonight. on the outside corner. It's even now, 1 ball and 1 strike, says Jordan Baker. Jordan Baker behind the plate. Jerry Meals is the crew chief over at first. Paul Emmel at second, and Chris Conroy, who had the plate last night, is over at third. Another one softly hit to the right side. Hamels will track it down with the bare hand, and he shovels it right to Ryan Howard, and the side is retired. Well, the Reds really didn't hit anything hard except for the double by Zach Cozart, but they do get a run. But it's Hamels' athleticism. Watch how he Let's take a look at their starting lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. It'll be Rollins, Ruiz, and Utley, followed by Ryan Howard, Marlon Byrd, and Cody Ashley, who moves up to the 6th spot. Dominic Brown's in left field. He'll bat 7th. Tony Gwynn will bat 8th. At batting 9th and pitching is Cole. And they'll face right-hander Homer Bailey. Bailey's 3-2 this season in 8 starts with a 4.72 earned run average. A lot of base runners, Matt, but a lot of those base runners, it was in April. He's kind of settled things down here in May.
Yeah, and the 8 home runs basically in April. It means he's up in the zone. He throws anywhere between 92 and 96, so he's a power pitcher. Sometimes he leaves a fastball up in the zone, but he's a 4-pitch pitcher. And as you can see, he's 0-3 with a 3.61 ERA versus the Phillies.
Jimmy Rollins will lead things off. And Rollins takes a strike. It's 0-1. Rollins was 0 for 3 in the leadoff spot last night. He did work out a walk. Ben Revere, according to Ryan Sandberg, is unavailable again tonight because of the stomach virus. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Richie Biega of Philadelphia. Phillies hit a home run in tonight's ball game, then Richie will win $500. One ball, 2 strikes to Rollins. To the dirt, 2-2. Rollins overall hitting .261 with 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. And he pops it up to foul territory. Long run for Frazier and for the catcher Barnhart, and they're not going to get there. There remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be called a no play.
That's a, I got it, you take it. I can't get there. I need help. Frazier had a long way to go from third base. Good placement on Jimmy Rollins right there. No one can get there.
And he gets another life. Breaking ball, and it's 3-2. Barnhart's catching tonight for Mesoraco. Mesoraco had the 3-run home run last night, but Brian Price said before the ball game that they're going to ease Mesoraco into being an everyday catcher again because of the hamstring issues. And he feels like Barnhart's really handle Bailey well recently. That ball's pulled through the hole on the right side, so Jimmy Rollins moves into sole possession of third place all-time in hits in Phillies history with a first-inning single, and he's aboard for Carlos Ruiz.
Jimmy gets a fastball that outer half of the plate, gets its hands extended. Nice, short, easy swing to the ball. Hit the ball through the hole at second base, but the thing was, he was a very smart hitter, fouling off a pitch and hitting it where nobody could get to.
Well, it's 2,212 hits now for Rollins. Here's Carlos Ruiz. Carlos batting second again tonight. He's had good success batting second this year. He had one hit in last night's game. Not only has he had good success hit-wise, but also he's also worked out some walks. He was hit by a pitch in yesterday's game. His on-base percentage is nearly .390 in the 2-hole. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Brandon Phillips is really giving Ruiz a good size hole on the right side as he cheats over toward the middle.
Be a good time for a hit and run. Phillies have been struggling getting guys in. Might as well get some guys in motion and try to hit a hit and run here. It's 2-1 fastball coming.
Ground ball foul, and it's 2-2. It would normally be a 2-1 fastball. Toyota Major League Scoreboard. Juan Lagares hit his first home run, and the Mets defeated the Nationals 5-2.
It used to be a fastball.
Now pitchers throw any pitch at any time. Carlos grounds it toward the hole. Diving stop. Frazier drops it, picks it back up, throws wide, not in time. Ruiz is safe at first. Scored a base hit, so back-to-back singles for the Phillies. They've got 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the first.
Frazier does make a very nice play, catches up behind him, has a little hard time with the exchange. Just throws the ball up the line and get hustled by Chooch all the way out.
Look how Carlos bends himself to try to avoid that tag.
A little matrix right there.
Whew. He knows body could move like that. All right, now Chase Utley. Utley has hit it 7 straight. He has 6 hits lifetime against Bailey. Phillies have not scored in 20 consecutive innings, and they're trying to end that stretch right here. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Chase was 2 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now 5 hits and 11 at bats on this homestand. And he lifts that foul. The Reds' win-loss record in April when Bailey was on the mound was 1-4. That's only part of the struggles that he had. The opposition was hitting .345 against him in the month of April. They also hit 7 home runs. There's a fly ball to shallow left. The shortstop Cozart is out. Infield fly roll has been called.
Come home, Ryan. Come on.
During the 2014 season, Turkey Hill, the official ice cream in the Phillies, will contribute $100 for each Phillies victory And 5 cents for each carton of Phillies Grand Slam ice cream. Sold to support the Phillies youth baseball and softball programs. So now 1 out. Ryan Howard's the batter. At some point during last night's ball game, Ryan changed his bat. He was 0 for 4. He's hitless in his last 6 at-bats. While Cole Hamels has had success against the Reds, Ryan Howard has had power success against Cincinnati. He has 19 career home runs against the Reds. Included in that is a game where he didn't start. Came in and pinch hit late, hit a home run because he was sick. He didn't start. Hit a home run and then hit a home run in extra innings too.
2009. Just seeing if my memory. I remember that game.
2009. Were you unavailable to pinch hit or something?
No, I probably struck out or something.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Out toward left field. Backing up on it is Ludwig. He's got a beat on it. He makes the catch. Rollins will tag and head toward third. And he'll get there. So first and third with 2 outs. And that'll bring Marlon Byrd to the plate. Well, this is May 14, 2006 on Mother's Day. Ryan Howard blasts this one over the 370 side, and then in the 12th inning against Hammond, he hits one to that berm in center field. So that was a different moment when he had 2 home runs in a game against the Reds. Not as fortunate here, at least to start. They'll bring Marlon Byrd up. Marlon 0 for 4 yesterday, and he pulls that one toward third. Diving stop again by Frazier. This time he gets to his feet quickly and throws out Marlon Byrd, and the side is retired. The Phillies threaten, but they do not score. We've completed 1. We go to the second. It's the Reds 1, the Phillies nothing. It's tomorrow when the Cincinnati Reds and the Phils wrap up this 3-game series, and all fans 14 and under will receive the free Fanatic Fun Glasses. Order your tickets now by going to Phillies.com. On to the second. Neftali Soto will be the hitter for the Reds. Soto hitting 118, no homers and 8 RBIs. And he hits the first pitch foul from Hamels. Off to the right, now to play. Those folks are a day early for the Fanatic. Fanatic will be celebrating another birthday here tomorrow at Citizens Bank Park. Foul tip, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soto was selected in the 3rd round in 2007 by the Reds. He's out of Manti, Puerto Rico. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Hamels. And with 1 man down, Barnhart, the catcher, will be coming up.
That's a nice pitch right there. Shoots the set up inside on Soto. He wants that cutter under his hands. Throws it right where he's supposed to and ties him up, and you can't get extended on it.
You like the way his fastball's looking so far?
A lot. I was going to say right after this pitch, I'll tell you. I do, and he's getting on top of it, and he's getting through it like Jameis says. You throw it through the glove instead of throwing it at the glove. Throw it through, and he's getting on top. He's got 93, 94 mile an hour so far. He's got a good zip on it. But what I like the most is that he's not abusing the changeup right now. He's using it in certain situations where the hitters honestly believe the fastball's coming.
Well, and he waited till later on in the Mets game to throw the changeup. He didn't throw a whole lot even early in the Mets game. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Best pitch in baseball is establishing location of a good fastball. And if you can locate it inside, outside, up, down, wherever you want it, it keeps the hitters off balance. Then you can start mixing in the fastballs inside of the curveballs.
Well, there you go. He strikes him out with 1 fastball after another. Back-to-back strikeouts, 3 tonight for Hamels. And that was perfect placement.
And it wasn't. It's set up with the Soto pitch with the cutter inside before. Now all of a sudden he comes back with a 2-seamer, 4-seamer, whatever it is at 93 miles an hour, freezes them, thinking it's going to cut out of the zone.
That'll bring Bailey to the plate. Bailey's a pretty good hitting pitcher. Pretty good athlete. And he takes low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. For his career, he's hitting 162.
I guess he didn't get his batting glove order in.
He's old school, Matt. It is kind of funny. You don't, I mean, you see it sometimes with position players, but very rarely will you see a pitcher going up there without the right guard.
Sometimes they'd want about 2 or 3 pairs on.
2-1 pitch to Bailey. Up high, 3-1. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, the Cardinals have won 4 straight. They defeated the Braves 4-1. Freddie Gonzalez was ejected from the ball game today for Atlanta. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. So a second walk issued by Hamels, who walks the pitcher here through a changeup.
Stunned. I mean, I know he's a good hitter and stuff, but he's a guy that Cole's been throwing assuming well with his fastball. Maybe that's the reason why he's never a pitcher.
So Bailey leads off first, and here's Billy Hamilton, who went down looking his first time up. Ashley creeps in at third. You always have to be leery of the bunt with Billy Hamilton. Hamilton last year was brought up by the Reds just to basically be a base stealer late in the season. Ground ball to third, and Ashe takes a beat, throws him across the diamond, side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. Middle of the second. Cody Ashe will lead things off when we return. matchup and the latest from Eagles rookie minicamp. No more, no a lot, no at all. Watch tonight at 10 on Comcast Sports Net. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0. Reds on top. They scored a run in the first. Phillies will send Cody Ashe, Dominic Brown, and Tony Gwynn to the plate. Cody Ashe earned a promotion in the batting order. He was 3 for 4 in last night's ball game. And now he shuffles up to the number 6 spot in the order. His average now at .240 with 3 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Ryan Sandberg said today, because he's been battling. He said his approach last night, he said that is a clear indication, particularly the at-bat against Chapman, that he's seeing the ball well and he's relaxing a little bit more at the plate and not trying to overdo it. That was an impressive swing against Chapman when he picked up the base hit in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it was, and I walked into the locker room today and I looked at him and smiled and said, Chapman's got nothing for you, does he? He kind of gave me a little smirk.
1 ball and 1 strike to Ashe. Well, with the offensive struggles the Phillies have had, whether it be here or on the road, they're going to need Cody Ashe's production. Particularly as other guys struggle, at least during this period of time.
The thing I noticed with Cody, his hitting, is that he picks his times when you go ahead and take that aggressive swing and swing for the fences, and he knows when to back it off and hit the ball to left field or not try to do too much.
That one's over toward the hole, backhanded by Cesar. He makes the play, 1 out. I think last night that hit against Chapman was just what you were saying. Not trying to do too much, not trying to overswing, just trying to put bat on ball.
And I like a guy stepping in the batter's box and sitting on a fastball and saying, you know what, I'm gonna let it fly right here and see what happens. And I know not everyone's a power hitter, but if you have that idea of getting up there and taking an aggressive swing and driving the ball hard, but if it's not in that situation or that area, let it go. Which comes back with the key that we started before the game was hit off the fastball. If you're a fastball hitter, you wait until you get a fastball. If you don't, make the adjustment with 2 strikes.
Dominic Brown takes a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dominic was 0 for 4 last night. His average now has rolled down to .214. 1 home run, 15 runs batted in. Down the left field line, it'll slice out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is remarkable to think that Dominic has only 1 home run since August of last year, considering how hot he was the first half of last season.
Well, and I think what happens is when you start to struggle and you're not hitting the ball in the air and you're used to hitting some home runs, then you try to force it instead of just letting it happen. And what I mean by letting it happen is just hitting where the pitch is pitched. If it's a sinker away, go with it and drive it to left field in this situation. Or instead of trying to pull that ball to right field, just use your ability to hit the ball opposite field.
Stays alive. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball that he fouled back. So it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's turned out to be a lengthy at bat. This is the 9th pitch of this at bat for Dominic Brown. And now this will be number 10. Nine pitches, 5 foul balls. And the 3-2 pitch. They try a curveball and he pops it up. Foul territory. Frazier crosses over. 2 outs, and it brings Tony Gwynn to the plate. Our Geico quote of the day comes from Dominic Brown and the Phillies' hitting problems. It just comes as a team. When you struggle, everyone struggles. We have some professional hitters here. I think that things are definitely going to turn around for us. Right now, it's just not going that way. That's baseball. You just have to keep moving forward and keep battling. Now, there's some players speak there in some ways, but in reality, I think everybody down in that dugout is frustrated by the scoreless drought and the struggles here at home. Just 11 home runs here at home. But they do, as a group, believe that law of averages, they will creep out of it.
Well, hopefully it's soon.
Hopefully the creeping has begun. Tony Gwynn making his 10th start of the year. Chase Utley certainly has carried his responsibilities. Rollins has had a good start to the year. But beyond 3 or 4 guys, it's not the collective group that's swinging the bats well, or hasn't been at any given time. Ball 4, so Gwynn draws a walk. That'll bring Cole Hamels to the plate. Belly a little frustrated with himself as he takes a walk around the mound.
Imagine Cole is too after throwing the 3-2 changeup to Billy. I'm just anyway. You know, a lot of times this is you throw 4 pitches and you walk somebody. I like to see Cole be aggressive here on a fastball. He might try to lay a fastball in there just to get ahead, and Cole's got a pretty good swing.
There you go. And he takes it. It's 0-1. I think that was an excellent point on your part. Now, Cole is a very good athlete. He's a good hitting pitcher, but he probably was thinking, all right, he walked this guy, so I'm going to take a pitch. Gwynn is caught off first, and he is safe at first base. Somehow, because of a slide, he was able to get his hand in the back of the bag, but then his other arm lifted over the tag.
He actually pulled a Houdini here. He was out in that no man's land. He lifts his leg. His hand actually went underneath the tag.
That was a great move. Oh.
I taught him that. I'm just kidding.
Thought he may have tagged him though before his hand was on the bag. They have slid a little awkwardly.
Yeah, you won't probably see that big aggressive secondary lead right now.
No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. A little high heat. And that's the first strikeout for Bailey. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We've completed 2 on a beautiful night here in Philadelphia. It's the Reds 1 and the Phillies nothing. Phillies.com. Go to the fans section for all the information. And please, Matt, submit your answer on the subject line. The question is, which pitcher holds the Reds' single-season record for saves with 44? Which pitcher holds the Reds' single-season record for saves with 44? The answer will be revealed a little later on in the ballgame. You're smirking. Do you think you have it?
I've narrowed it down to 10 people.
Well, let us know when you've got it down to 2. Zach Cozart leads it off. He scored the game's only run. Joe's bunt takes his pitch that's in there for strike. It's 0-1.
Say 44 saves?
Yeah.
I gotta start listening to the question better.
I'd be impressed if that actually helps you. It's very difficult to multitask when you're a camera operator like that. Looking through the lens, watching a foul ball come your way. That's a tough one. Swing and a miss. He got him. 4 strikeouts for Hamels. That was a fastball that kept on diving down.
Yeah, that was just a fastball where Chuchi set up inside and he throws it down underneath and freezes him. That was actually a four-seamer, but probably froze him just as much as it did the cameraman.
Well, the screen, the monitor on the camera, that got in his way. A lot of parts to navigate around. Here's Brandon Phillips, and it's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Art, who's in front of him in the red sweatshirt, and Matt, who's operating the camera for us, they didn't really help his cause either. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Phillips. There's Matt pointing and laughing. Art's in the red sweatshirt. Well, there'll be another opportunity at some point. 0-2 pitch to Phillips. Yeah, he goes around at a curveball. 5 strikeouts for Hamels. Matt, he's got some good stuff going here, even though he's down 1-0.
No, he does, and he's commanded everything knee high. He's throwing everything low in the zone, bouncing the curveball, throwing a very good changeup, and keeping the hitters off balance, especially with the fastball inside.
Well, now Frazier, who reached out an infield single his first time up, throws him a changeup. It's 0-1. Phillips is the 5th strikeout victim in 3 innings for Hamels. Got him. 93 on that fastball. He just struck out the side. He has 6 Ks through 3. Brandon Phillips was number 5. Todd Frazier number 6. It all began with Zach Cozart. Cozart missed a fastball. Baseball is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And by W.B. Mason. Who but W.B. Mason? And by Dodge. Visit Dodge.com or your local Dodge dealer today. Bottom of the third, it's 1-0 Reds on top. At the top of the order is coming up. For the Phils, it'll be Jimmy Rollins, Carlos Ruiz, and Chase Utley. 22 innings since the Phillies last scored a run. And Rollins sends one to the air to right center field. Hamilton on the run into the alleyway, has room, and he makes the catch. Well, there's one away here in the bottom of the third. Jimmy will go back to the dugout knowing that he just missed that one. It was down a little bit on the bat. Sometimes we say it's on the end of the bat. This one was down past the sweet spot a little bit. And here's Carlos Ruiz. Carlos singled his first time up. Ground ball foul. It's 0-2. He's a happy guy. Third base line, that'll roll foul. And it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reminder that Friday, May 23rd is the start of a 3-game series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. It'll wrap up on Sunday the 25th. International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 98 Ryan Sandberg Plastic Louisville Slugger. Bat free to fans 14 and under. For tickets, go to Phillies.com. There's that bat right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ruiz. Valley thought he had him rung up. And it's 2-2. Ground ball is short to his left, Cesar.
Home run, Chase. Home run.
And with 2 outs, it'll bring Chase Utley to the plate.
You can tell Bailey's starting to get in a groove with his fastball, being able to spot that fastball inside to Chooch a couple of times at 96. And then throw a nice fastball away at 95 and get him to roll over. Ground ball is short. Need to slow him down, step out, take your time, because you can tell he's on the mound and he's ready to go. So slow him down as much as possible.
A power pitcher that's in a groove. It's got a flow going to him.
It's a scary thing right there.
He's now gone 17 straight innings, counting the 2 starts from last year against the Phillies, without allowing a run. he's never beaten the Phillies. His record is 0-3 against them. But he certainly has given his team chances to win. Last year in those 2 outings, the first one was better than the second one, but the second one was pretty darn good. He did not fare in the decision.
He figured the first outing he gave up, what, 2 hits and 10 strikeouts and 89 pitches, somewhere right around there.
Remarkable.
I mean, crazy numbers. I mean, coming in tonight, he's only given up 5 hits last year against these guys and did not get a decision.
Utley takes a strike with the count 3-0. So now 3 balls and 1 strike. I think the fans and Chase Utley both thought that pitch was a little low. Chase popped out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He pulls that one to the right side. Phillips to his right. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. Couple of ground outs and a fly ball to center. Phillies are retired in order. 4 in a row retired by Bailey. He hasn't allowed a hit since the first, and we'll go to the 4th. That deliver unmatched quality from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner. We go to the 4th. It is an absolutely gorgeous night here in Philadelphia. Phillies have not managed a whole lot of offense. They trail it 1-0. And Cole Hamels, who has struck out 6 through 3, will face Ryan Ludwig, who has the only RBI tonight on a fielder's choice. And that ball sweeps in for a strike. It's 0-1. That was a changeup that really did have slurve kind of actions to it. Sailed out. It's 2-1. Fly ball to right, not deep, playable for Bird. Tonight's game is also available in Spanish. Just use the SAP button on your television or change the language through the menu on your cable box. Bill and Angel are a few booths over, calling the action for tonight's ball game. Here's Schumacher, who hit one to the right of the mound, fielded well on the bare hand by Hamels. Threw him out to end the first. Bill is on your right, and Angel's on your left. One ball and one strike. Got themselves a nice collection of bobbleheads there, too.
I guess they haven't put ours up yet.
Out toward left, Dominic Brown moves a few steps over into the alley, and there are 2 outs. Almost looks like a talk show studio. Decorative. There they are. Got the world's most interesting man in the background on the wall. Shouldn't everybody? 0-1 the count. Soto struck out his first time up. And there, of course, is the second most interesting man in the world. Outside, it's 2-1. Umpires have been okay tonight, so he's content, except for the score at this point. Toward the hole, and that's past Rollins. A base hit for Soto. 2-out single. First hit since the dribbler by Frazier in the first. And Tucker Barnhart is coming up. On Monday, May 26th, the Phillies will celebrate Memorial Day here at Citizens Bank Park with an opportunity to salute the veterans. Plus, it's a Hatfield Dollar Dog Night when the Colorado Rockies are in town, a 3-game series. So 5:05, just so you make a note if you have tickets for Memorial Day. And then Tuesday and Wednesday at 7:05. Out towards short on one hop. Nice play by Rollins. Short way to second. Side is retired. 6-4 on the putout. No runs. 1 hit. And 1 man left. We played 3.5. Still 1-0 Reds on top of the Phillies. Stores go further. By Thomas Jefferson University Hospitals. Call 1-800-JEFF now for an appointment. And by Toyota. The Toyota Time Sales Event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places. 1-0 Reds, bottom of the 4th inning. Ryan Howard will lead things off. Well, before the ball game, each and every Saturday night during the 2014 season, the Phillies are going to bring back, or try to bring back, a player who has made an impact on some of the moments, the great moments here at Citizens Bank Park. And Jeff Jenkins threw out the first pitch tonight. He certainly was a hero in the 2008 World Series, and he's with Murph. Murph?
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. Yeah, certainly we were just discussing that hit, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first of all, welcome back to Philadelphia, Jeff. You said you walked into the clubhouse today. You got to see some familiar faces, and it kind of all comes rushing back, does it not?
You know, it really does. I mean, I walked in that clubhouse and saw Utley and saw Howard and Rollins and Kendrick and all the guys, and all those moments just kind of come back to you, and it's really fun. Even though you're kind of out of sight, out of mind, you haven't seen guys for a while, all that stuff comes back like it was yesterday.
You know, folks in Philadelphia talk to Matt Stairs all the time about his home run. And I would imagine when you're here at the ballpark, folks are saying, oh, hey, I remember where I was when you hit that double. Do you get that a lot, and do you think about that moment a lot?
Yeah, I don't know if you think about it a lot, but as soon as you see somebody from Philadelphia or somebody that was at the game or somebody that's, linked to the Phillies and they bring that moment up, I mean, it just, the hairs on your arm stand up because it's one of those moments in time that you relish, and it was kind of your moment to help the team out and obviously get us over the hump and win the trophy. So, Stairsy had his moment off Broxton, and we talked about that earlier today, I'm so excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Matt Stairs, your teammate, and now my teammate here on the TV side of things. What do you remember about Matt Stairs and what he was able to do in 2008, other than the home run?
One of the great things about Stairsy, I was so excited for him to have that moment off Broxton, and obviously us winning the game and going on to the World Series. But one of the great things about Matt Stairs is that he came to me and said, you know what, your time's coming. I don't know what's going to happen. It may be a walk, it may be a pinch hit, it may be something, but you're going to do something to help us win. And he literally meant it, and you just know when somebody's sincere, and I really appreciated that. And I think when it came my time to do something, I got to do something right now. So obviously coming through the double was big.
You're here with your wife, Jen. Nowadays, what occupies your time?
You know what? I said it earlier. I'm just kind of a professional dad right now. I'm a 5- and 7-year-old, and do a little bit of golfing, but just enjoying watching them grow up right now. And it's really fun to watch soccer and watch all the stuff. So it's great.
Jeff, good to see you. Welcome back to Philadelphia. It's good to have you here. And Tom, earlier today I saw Matt and Jeff. They were sitting down in the dugout, and I said there is 6 total bases that no one will ever forget in Philadelphia, and no doubt about it. Send it back to you.
Absolutely. I remember after Matt hit the home run in Los Angeles that he got the heck beat out of him in the dugout, and it was Jenkins that was leading the charge.
He was the first guy that you can see he was trying to give the awkward high five to Charlie Manuel afterwards, and Charlie had the straight face and was kind of give it. But Jeff and I talked all the time by sitting on the bench, and we really backed each other up, and that was a big thing for those 3 days during the rain of who was going to pinch hit. We talked about it. We really didn't think about the situation, but he came through with the big hit, and you can see the emotions and how much he cared when he got to second base and just fired the team up.
Marlon Byrd takes a strike. It's 0-1. Ryan Howard's over at first. Here it is. This is what we're talking about. Matt's getting into the dugout. There's Stairsy. He and Burrell just beating the heck out of you. And then everybody else, too. Ground ball. That's a fair ball down the left field line. It's going to hit the half wall and kick up. Howard's on his way to third. Ludwig doesn't know where to throw it, so the Phillies will have Simpson in third with nobody else. Well, I like the aggressive base running by Ryan Howard. That opened the door for Bird to get into scoring position as well.
Well, it was a pitch inside, and what it is that Ryan, the play is in front of him. And if you have any doubt when you're going around second base, that's when you have to stop it. He was getting on his horse, big man was rolling, coming around second base, and you realize you'd have to make a bang throw. He took the chance, and it was good base running. Very aggressive throw.
Well, we have seen him this year, and we know he's sometimes the ankle, bothers, the Achilles bothers him, the knee bothers him more than other days, but it was nice to see him moving the way he was moving. So now the Reds will play the infield back with runners on second and third. Nash takes a pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Ashley grounded out to short his first time up. Oh, 0-2.
Cody.
Phillies have gone 23 innings without scoring a run. Shut out the last 2 nights. Trying to break it open here. They trail it 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And a line drive base hit it to right field. Howard scores. Here comes Bird. He's going to score, and Ashe will pull into second. It's a 2-run double, and the Phillies have taken the lead, and they have finally scored a run after 23 innings. They lead it 2-1.
This is a fastball inside, and it comes back towards the middle. Takes a nice, easy stroke and drives it to right field. But what I like about this at bat is after he swung the 0-1 curveball in the dirt, he backed out. You can tell he was gathering his thoughts and seeing all of a sudden just back off and relax a little bit and let it happen and don't force it.
So 2-run score, the double by Ashe, back-to-back doubles, and here's Dominic Brown who takes inside. And Barnhart goes out to the mound. 4 hits now for Cody in the first 2 games of this series. Ryan Howard, who went from first to third with a double by Bird, scored ahead of Marlin.
And you'll hear Jamie and I talking about slowing the game down. That's what Cody did. He stepped out, he slowed it down, gathered his thoughts, got back in there, and went with the game plan.
Today, Ryan Sandberg talked about not only Ashe's performance at the plate the last couple of days, but he said one thing he's most proud of is after the 3-error night against the Angels, he was indeed able to turn the page. He said that says a lot about his mental fortitude.
And especially at a young age. Being a younger player, you want to, I don't know if it's go out and try to impress everybody, but a veteran can put a bad game defensively behind you. But sometimes a young guy will carry it along a little longer.
A high fly ball deep to right field. Forget about that one. A 2-run home run for Dominic Brown. And the Phillies have taken a 4-1 lead. What a sweet swing from Dominic Brown. Few days. They've been waiting for some power from Dominic Brown, and boy, did he connect beautifully on this one.
And that's the approach you want to take on a 3-0 swing. You want to eliminate anywhere from center field to left. You want to pull it. If anything, you're going to hit it in the stands or hit it foul. A very aggressive swing, 3-0. The boys are celebrating on the bench, very happy.
Richie Biega from Philadelphia is happy too. He's just won $500 thanks to Dominic and the McDonald's home run jackpot. So a 3-run lead for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 4th. Well, that's the kind of swing we saw from Dominic last May. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, says the third base umpire, and it's 0-2.
And the rally Murph struck again for 4 runs.
Just doing what I can, guys. Just doing what I can.
Appreciate that, Murph. In the dirt, 1-2. I'm glad you brought up that point, Matt, after Murph was talking to Jeff Jenkins about that double and about how you guys, you bench players, were kind of thinking about, well, who's going to get that at bat to start what you would hope would be a celebration as Gwynn loops one in the center field. Phillies now with 4 consecutive hits against Homer Bailey.
Well, and I think in that situation, when the rain delay happened and you couldn't think about it because all the media was talking about who's going to be that guy off the bench, who's going to pinch hit. It's going to be Jenkins, it's going to be Stairs. In that situation, it was just one of those things where we didn't know until we got to the ballpark. Or at least I didn't know, unless they told Jeff 3 days ago, which I really hope they wouldn't, because there'd be a lot of things going through your mind. Who are you going to face? What's going to be the situation?
Yeah, I don't think they told Jeff until that day too, because I think everybody wondered if Charlie did say anything to you guys at any point while we were waiting for the weather to clear up.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we come out here and we're taking the batting practice, we're having fun with it, and we really didn't talk about who was going to do it. It was just going to say, we're going to be aggressive in that situation, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and we're looking forward to it.
Here's Hamels. He squares, bunts a foul. It's 0-1. Well, there were very few times that you will hear this ballpark as loud as it was when Jenkins had that double. I mean, there were times when Halladay no-hit the Reds, when Rollins hit that ball to the gap against Broxton and the Dodgers, when you guys won the World Championship, when Victorino hit the grand slam against the Brewers. I mean, there's a number of moments, but man, was this place rocking when Jenkins led off with that double.
And I think a lot had to do with the flight of the ball, thinking it might have been out of the ballpark, base of the wall, and then him showing the energy after the double. He fed off of the fans.
Sacrifice is successful for Hamels. 5-4 on the putout. And we go back to the top of the order for Jimmy Rollins. Well, here's April 15th against the Houston Astros. Pedro Feliz hit this one down into the corner, and Jenkins was motoring. This was a 3-run ninth inning for the Phillies, and Jenkins was able to get past the tag of Brad Ausmus. That was after Burrell had hit the 2-run home run against the Astros. Jose Valverde gave up the lead, and the Phillies eventually won it on that play right there.
And throughout the year, I mean, there was big moments all the time, and hats off to Jenkins I had a chance to play with him in Milwaukee. He was an everyday player. Suffered the bad injury there. Came back and became a guy who was a bench player at the time. He accepted the role, and he knew that he could have been a game changer at any time with one swing of the bat. And that's the focus that we had with the communication throughout the year. Didn't matter if I was sitting or he was sitting. We both supported each other, and we're pulling for each other. And didn't say, "Oh man, I wish that was me in that situation." It was just a situation where whoever hit was 100% support the whole year.
Rollins takes a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. Logan Andrusik is warming in the pen for the Reds. Six pitches already. We're not even done with the 4th inning for Homer Bailey. Rollins fouls it back, stays alive. Well, speaking of Homer Bailey, we take a look at our Mazda leaders, and Bailey's among the leaders in run support in the National League. Juan Nicasio of the Rockies and Jordan Lyle of the Rockies are 1-2, and then their teammate Jorge De La Rosa threw well yesterday for Colorado. He's at 5.89. Must be something in the air. Dominic Brown's 2-run home run, all part of what is a 30-pitch inning for Homer Bailey. That's a good at bat by Jimmy Rollins. Broke his bat, and that'll be out of play. Yeah, he was done with that one anyway. It's now time for you to tweet your photo using hashtag #PhillyFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast brought to you by AT&T. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He got it with a high fastball, and that's the second out. Carlos 1 for 2, singled his first time up. And a line drive, base hit it to right center field. Wynn's going to coast home from second. An RBI single for Ruiz. It's a 5-1 ball game. Carlos is 2 for 3. And that's going to be it for Homer Bailey. His night is going to be done after 92 pitches. Brian Price heading out to the mound. Second trip to the mound.
This is just a high curveball that Tuke stays on top of it and doesn't try to do too much with it. Stays inside the ball and drives it to right center. Looking very comfortable hitting that 2-hole spot.
So 10 RBIs now for Carlos Ruiz. Homer Bailey's evening is complete. He's responsible for Ruiz at first. And we've got a pitching change here at Citizens Bank Park. Logan Ondrusek is coming in for the Reds. And after the ball game, Marcus Scholes will put on a post-game concert, exclusive set by one of the world's most popular electronic music DJs and producers. You can dance the night away at Citizens Bank Park. Start the holiday weekend off in style. For more information, go to Phillies.com/Marcus. That photo, Marcus Scholes looks an awful lot like, who'd you say the other day?
A young Jason Giambi.
Young Jason Giambi. You found the right photo too on the internet, and they were like brothers. Homer Bailey, 5 earned runs allowed in his previous 4 starts against the Phillies. He allowed a combined 5 earned runs. Logan Andrusik will take over as we continue along here in the bottom of the 4th. The 9th man to bat in the inning is Chase Utley. Utley is 0 for 2. He's popped out to short, grounded out to second. Bounced up off the glove of the catcher Barnhart, and Ruiz goes to second. By Andrusik's reaction, I would think it slipped.
Yeah, this is just a slider that he tried to overthrow, and did that make the dirt, or did that hit?
I think it may have just barely hit the dirt. Everybody was getting out of the way.
Cincinnati's got some tremendous arms coming out of that bullpen. Logan, a guy who can top out at 95, 96 miles an hour as well, with a very good split finger.
It's been around for a while with the Reds. He's trying to finish off the 4th. The Phillies have already scored 5 runs here at the bottom of the 4th. Been a long time coming. Drive, base hit to center field. Ruiz is going to score. Utley with an RBI single, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Eight-game hitting streak for Chase Utley. Ryan Sandberg said it was only a matter of time for the offense to get it going. Well, the 4th inning tonight, the Phillies have scored 6 runs on 6 base hits. And Ryan Howard up for the 2nd time in the inning. Two balls and no strikes to Ryan. Two balls and 1 strike. Well, that fastball had some tail on it right there. Phillies have had some real short innings over the last couple of days offensively. This one's nearly 25 minutes. They'll take some more 25-minute innings as this week moves on. Swing and a miss, and Howard struck out. Side is retired, but what a great inning it was for the Phils offense to finally come to life. They took 23 innings between runs, and then they erupted. After the walk by Howard, a double by Marlon Byrd was followed by a double from Cody Ashe, and then this blast from Dominic Brown, all part of a 6-run bottom of the fourth that's given the Phillies a 6-1 lead. Matt, I'm pretty sure you know this one, but we'll give you the question one more time. Which pitcher holds the Reds' single-season record for saves with 44?
Be the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley.
Former Philly, Jeff Brantley. 44 saves in 1996. I am very impressed that you got that one right. And you knew it as soon as I asked the question, too. Andrusik batting here in the top of the fifth, takes a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the Cowboy calling the game on radio with Hall of Famer Marty Brennaman. Andrusik 0 for 4 for his career. Bailey in the second, and now he's 3-2 to Andrusik. Got him. 7 strikeouts for Cole Hamels as Ruiz hangs on. Boy, Cole the other day against the Mets was able to front run a little bit, but this is a little bit more comfortable. A 5-run lead compared to what was a 2-run lead, then eventually a 3-run lead once he left the game. Now Billy Hamilton 0 for 2. Ashe over toward the line. 2 outs. Every time the Phillies pitchers retired the opposition 1-2-3, which Hamels did back in the 3rd. Needs 1 more out to do it here in the 5th. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Popped him up. Ryan Howard over toward the line. Puts it away, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Hamels, his second of the night. Limited pitches, too, which is a great thing. 4.5 in the books. Hamels and the Phillies lead it by 5. Marlon Byrd will start things off offensively. To choose from this season. The first one is Thursday, June 26th against the Miami Marlins. That's a 7:05 start. Then Friday, June 27th, the next day, of course, against the Braves at 7:05. And then, of course, the second game of the day-night doubleheader on the 28th of June against the Braves. Great summer baseball and the best fireworks show in the region. Order your tickets now by going to Phillies.com. Home half of the 5th inning. Marlon Byrd, a double and a run scored. He also grounded out to short. For all of the Phillies hitters, what they were able to do in the 4th was probably a burden lifted from their shoulders. But Marlon, who had been pretty hot for a good part of the year, was 0 for his last 15. Before that double. And then, of course, Dominic Brown followed the Ashe double with a blast off the front of the second, or to the first row of the second deck. Two balls and no strikes. Check swing. Frazier charges. Dug out by the first baseman Soto. 1 away. Cody Ashley's coming up. Let's check in with Murph. Murph?
Well, Tom, I think you just said it best. That's the kind of inning that Ryan Sandberg was talking about, that this offense needed in a very bad way. They were able to get it in the bottom of the 4th, and this will probably not surprise you. It is the Coors Light Cold Hard Fact tonight, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Ties for the most this season in one inning, and you have to go all the way back to opening day in the 2nd inning in Texas to find another inning where they put up 6 runs. So certainly a good sign tonight for this Phillies offense.
Hey, I hope it just continues, Murph. Obviously the Phillies with that home run from Dominic Brown, that's only the 12th home run that they've hit here at Citizens Bank Park, which is remarkable to think. We talk about their offensive struggles.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've struggled here, but only 12 home runs here at Citizens Bank Park.
And I think it had been about 48, 49 innings since they had hit a home run until that Dominic Brown home run as well.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Ashe. Let's hope it's a sign of things to come for the Phillies and for Dominic. That one's pulled. Oh, nice play by Soto. And Drusic's there covering. He just robbed Cody Ashe of an extra base hit. And there are 2 outs.
Well, this is what we were talking about earlier, hitting off the fastball, and he got a cookie 3-0, took a very aggressive swing and deposited over the Budweiser sign to right field. Tom, you're right, that was a blast and a very easy swing. Didn't try to force it, and I think it comes back to where we talk about the power numbers being down in this ballpark, and I honestly believe it starts with pitch selection and getting the hitter's count and swinging at the pitcher's pitch instead of being impatient and making him give your pitch instead of swinging at his.
Well, we've seen Dominic Brown on this homestand, one game against the Angels and this one here, take really strong 3-0 swings. The ball into the gap against the Angels and that home run there. Now we'll see if he can get it into the other parts of the count. Instead of 3-0, maybe he can find a spot. Even now, it's 3-0 again. See if he can counter with the same kind of swing he had the last time. But, you know, as his at-bats move on, do it 1-0 or do it with the first pitch, that type of thing. Nice job playing that ball on the hop. Out towards center, not deep. Hamilton comes charging in. And that'll do it for the Phillies here in the 5th inning. They go down in order. We've played 5. We go to the 6th here in Philadelphia. It's the Phils 6 and the Reds 1. Is doing everything he can to propel the Phillies offense in the right direction. Chase was blazing during the first month of the season to the tune of a .345 batting average. April turned to May and Chase kept connecting. For the first 2 weeks of the month, he is hovering around the .400 mark in on-base percentage. He continues to sit among the National League leaders in average, on-base percentage, and doubles. And his production is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Well, part of the responsibilities of throwing at the first pitch is also shooting off the hot dogs when the Hatfield hot dog shooter is here at the yard. That's what Jeff Jenkins was doing in between innings. He had one explode. The first one I think he shot exploded. But after that, he had some success.
Natural.
He's a natural hot dog shooter. Brandon Phillips smokes one into his own dugout. It's 0-1. Phillips walked his first time up and then struck out. Hamels has struck out 7 tonight. Trying to become the 7th Phillies pitcher to win 100 games. Ashe toward the line, boots it for a moment, but recovers. And there's one out. Steve Carlton leads the way with 241 victories in a Phillies uniform. Robin Roberts 234. Grover Cleveland Alexander with 190. In sixth place is Kurt Schilling with 101. Chris Short and Kurt Simmons are between Schilling and Grover Cleveland Alexander. And then if Hamels is able to do it tonight, he would join that list. Really has been free and easy.
He has. What I liked from when we scored the 6 runs in the fourth is that he didn't change nothing up. He's still being very aggressive, pounding the strike zone, getting ahead, and making quality pitches. And a lot of times guys will get a run lead or something, and they kind of change a few things. They start nibbling a little bit, but he's still going out there and down the strike zone and trying to get these guys to put the ball early in the play.
One ball and 2 strikes. And Frazier's down on strikes. That's number 8 for Hamels. It's been that kind of night. Hamels, during the course of his career, has racked up 1 double-digit strikeout night after another, and he needs 2 more to reach 10 for the second straight start.
In this area, you just see Chooch set up a low and away, and he throws that 4-seamer away and hits the spot, and very good placement. What set it up is that the fastball is in. Guys are starting to cheat a little bit. Now you can paint away.
Ludwig takes upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Ludwig had an RBI back in the first on the fielder's choice, and he flied to right.
Frazier.
Just out of the glove of Carlos, a foul ball, and it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hamels with the 8 strikeouts tonight is 1,541 for his career. 32 strikeouts this year in 31 2/3 innings. And a called strike 3, number 9 for Hamels, and a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 7 consecutive hitters. So we played 5.5 here in South Philadelphia. The Phillies enjoying a 5-run lead. Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop at ChooseNissan.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. And by AT&T, mobilizing your worlds. Home half of the 6th inning. Phillies up 6-1. And the Reds will go back to the bullpen again. J.J. Hoover, right-hander, will take over. This is his 15th game. His numbers haven't been particularly good. An ERA of 9.24. And he will face Tony Gwynn, Hamels, and then the top of the order. This season, the Reds are 2 games under 500. They're 7 games out. Their starting staff, aside from what you saw tonight from Homer Bailey, has been really good. It's been the bullpen that has struggled somewhat. And for Brian Price, the manager in his first year as the skipper, but he's been with the organization as the pitching coach prior. They were trying to tread water until Aroldis Chapman came back. And he is back now, as we saw last night. And they've played better since the middle of April. Brewers jumped out to such a comfortable lead that it's going to take a little bit for anybody to catch them right now. Tony Gwynn takes high, and it's 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Tony singled his last time up and scored one of the runs for the Phils. Fly ball right field. Schumacher's going back toward the track. He's got room. He makes the catch, 1 away. As promised earlier in the game, we have the AT&T fan photo of the game. This photo coming from Aaron Van Ryn. And Bubbles the Bulldog is our participant tonight. Tweet your photo to #PhillyFanPhoto for a chance to be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. Brought to you by AT&T. Bubbles in his Philly garb. 0-1 to Hamels. Matt, of your 8,000 dogs, do you have a Bulldog?
I had 2, Duke and Fergie.
The balls at 2 strikes. Do they look like Bubbles?
No, they were a lot bigger.
And Hamels is struck out. There are 2 outs. Also have another AT&T fan photo sent to us. And this one's coming from, hey, Murph doing a little selfie. Yeah. Is that what he was doing here?
I believe so.
I thought he forgot something. Murph, excellent selfie on your part. Good smile. Showed off your new haircut. As Rollins takes a strike. I don't know where Murph went. He's not around. Fly ball out toward right. Schumacher again is there and has room. Side is retired. Phillies go down in order. We'll look for Murph. We go to the top of the 7th there in South Philadelphia. Phillies lead it 6-1. all it took was Jeff Jenkins coming to town for the Phillies to find some offense. As we look at your local Honda dealers game summary, Homer Valley lasted just 3 2/3. Dominic Brown hit his second home run of the season into the second deck. And Hamels has struck out 9 so far as we begin the 7th, as he's trying to pick up his 100th career victory in a Phillies uniform. Skip Schumacher starts it off. He's 0 for 2. Ground ball softly toward Utley. And with 1 out, Neftali Soto's coming up. If you've watched any of Hamels' other outings against the Reds, this is kind of what it looks like. For some reason, and it's obviously different cast members that he's facing, but for some reason, he is excellent against Cincinnati. He's excellent against a lot of teams, but you know, Phillies have won 11 games that Hamels has pitched against the Reds, including the postseason. Now the 0-2 pitch to Soto. And a called strike 3, number 10 for Cole Hamels on a night when he's in search of career win number 100. He reaches double digits in strikeouts for the 25th time in his career.
And it came with another tremendous location of a fastball inside, set up from the pitch prior to this that he fouled off his foot. Comes back at the fastball inside and freezes him.
Ashe charges this one, bare hands, throws on the run in time to get Barnhart. What a play by Cody Ashe. The Phils are playing a well-rounded game here tonight. Little offense, a little defense, and a little pitching from Cole Hamels. This is an outstanding play by Ashe to wrap up the top of the 7th. All right, Gunnar, we appreciate that. It's 6-1. Phillies on top here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hope Derek's enjoying his birthday. It's a shame he's got to work on his birthday. Happy birthday, Gunnar. Tomorrow, Mike Schmidt will join us up here in the booth as the Phillies take on the Reds. We'll be on the air beginning at 1:30. The big Sunday show will start at 1 o'clock here at Comcast Sportsnet. Sundays with Schmidt. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Sean Marshall will come on to face Carlos Ruiz. Marshall's numbers, just his 8th ball game. 11 hits in 6 innings of work. Batting average against is quite high. Former starting pitcher for the Cubs carved himself a heck of a niche as a relief pitcher with the Reds. Carlos has 2 hits tonight. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Pitch for the 2nd straight night. And the Phillies have the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the 7th.
This is a fastball that's way in, and Chooch wears it number 5.
Come on, Jake.
Carlos now has been on base 5 times in 2 nights as the number 2 hitter. I would think the experiment will continue. Now, it probably won't be tomorrow because Nieves most likely will catch tomorrow. It's a day game. But on Tuesday in Miami, it may continue where Carlos bats 2nd and Rollins hits leadoff. Dudley takes low, 1-0.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Chooch is in it tomorrow because Monday is an off day.
Good point.
So the guy swinging the bat pretty good. You might not want to give him consecutive days off.
Now it's 2-0 to Utley. Utley tonight is 1 for 3 with an RBI single.
The RBI, fastball up over the plate, doing what he does best, taking a nice short swing and then driving it back through the middle.
And he's hit now in 8 consecutive games. He is 6 for 14 on this homestand. His average at 347. Now he takes low, ball 4. That'll put 2 on with nobody out here in the 7th. These lucky fans are tonight's Citizen 7. They will each receive a prize pack courtesy of Citizens Bank. Good banking is simple, clear, and personal. And that's helping you bank better. Citizens Bank, good banking is good citizenship. Howard's 0 for 2. He walked and scored a run. Back in the 4th. He also struck out in the 4th.
He's also going back to the original bat.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if his last at bat, if he had switched, if he had fouled the ball off and cracked it. I didn't think so before the strikeout. So yeah, he's going back to what is his original. Ask him tomorrow if there was something different about the one he used at the end of last night and the beginning of tonight. If it was maybe an ounce lighter. It looked a little smaller.
Yeah, it did. I'm just wondering if he, in speculation, maybe he dropped to a lighter bat to eliminate the body out of his swing and just use his hands. Because he's trying to work on staying on that backside right now and driving the ball to left field.
Inside, 2-2. Phillies the last 2 nights were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position before tonight. Tonight, they're 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Cody Ashley's been a big part of that with a 2-run double.
Larry Bowa mentioned last night when we were doing that interview in the 4th inning that they're looking for that one big hit that might spark the offense. And maybe that no balls, 2 strikes approach by Cody Ashley getting that double. Maybe that was something that gave some life and some energy back into that dugout and the hitters to start believing again.
Dominic Brown's home run certainly helped too. But you're right, because it looked like, I mean, Ashley was buried, particularly with the curveball that he swung over to make it 0-2.
And which followed by Chase Utley's 2-out RBI single as well.
Well, they've been patient tonight, whether it be fouling pitches off and running deep counts or just taking pitches. 11 of the 31 at-bats tonight have been 5 pitches or more. Ball 4. The bases are now loaded, so a hit batter and 2 walks. And Marlon Byrd is coming up. New York Mets are coming to town for a 5-game series. Incredible. Thursday, May 29th at 7:05 start. It's Jewish Federation of Greater Philadelphia Jewish Heritage Night here at Citizens Bank Park. The series wraps up on Monday the 2nd at 7:05. That's the rescheduled game from April 29th. So a 5-game series, all single games. Sunday the 1st is the Total Cliff Lee action figurine for fans 14 and under. Tickets can be purchased by going to Phillies.com. Jeff Pico out to talk to Sean Marshall with Ruiz at 3rd, Utley at 2nd, and Howard at 1st. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th.
One thing good about a 5-game series, you don't have to worry about who you're facing in pitching.
You want to see everybody.
Imagine if hockey, if you had a 5-game series 5 days in a row. Imagine the Flyers and the Rangers playing
wear each other down.
Oh.
Throw an overtime game there or 2.
Be awesome.
Little dribbler in front of the plate. Marshall off the mound, flips to the plate, 1 away. The bases remain loaded for Cody Ashley. Marlowe not pleased with that at bat. Ashley lines one past Phillips into center field, a base hit. Utley scores. Howard will hold it 3rd, an RBI single for Cody Ashley. And he now has 3 RBIs on 2 hits here tonight. And the Phillies lead it 7-1. got some good swings against left-handers the last two nights.
Yeah, he's just feeling very comfortable, not trying to do too much. It's a fastball up in the zone, stays through it and drives it past Phillips to second base away.
And the bases remain loaded. 7 runs now on 9 hits for the Phils. And here's Dominic Brown. He's homer tonight. He's 1 for 3. Ashe's average, by the way, continues to creep up. Cody's now at 250 for the season. Thanks to his 2 hits tonight. 3 RBIs give him 15. Dominic Brown hit a home run earlier, as we mentioned, and for every home run the Phillies hit this year, 1 tree will be planted by the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society as part of Home Runs for Trees, a partnership between the Phillies, PHS, and Aramark. Home Runs for Trees is part of an effort to restore the tree coverage in the area. Dominic Brown floats one down the right field line. It's in there for an extra base hit. This is going to clear the bases. Brown's thinking about 3. He'll stop at second. It's a 3-run double. And it's now a 10-1 Phillies lead. Well, the offense has woken up here tonight against the Cincinnati Reds, and Dominic Brown has a 5 RBI night.
This is a curveball that stays in, and Dominic probably thought it was foul first as soon as he hit it, but did a very nice job of keeping his hands inside that ball and keeping that ball fair down the right field corner. And hats off to Cody Ashe going off contact and scoring from first base and being aggressive on the base paths.
It's funny, too, the sound. I was reading that promo, and I heard the sound, and I stopped and looked up at it because it sounded like that was a little cue shot, the way that ball was hit. So Dominic Brown, 2 for 4, 5 RBIs tonight. Tony Gwynn takes a strike. It's 0-1. I don't know where this night will lead the Phillies for tomorrow's game or even beyond, but it's been nice to just talk about the offense not struggling for a night. Check swing. Cody Ashe with 3 RBIs. Dominic Brown with 5 RBIs. Swing and a miss, and Quinn is struck out, so 2 outs. And that'll bring John Mayberry up for Cole Hamels. So Hamels is done after 7 innings tonight. 3 hits, 1 run, 10 strikeouts. Now it's Jake Diekman that's throwing in the bullpen for the Phils. Hamels 90 pitches tonight. He walked 2, struck out 10. New career high for Dominic Brown. That ball goes right past the catcher and then right through his legs. Two balls and 1 strike.
fastball that almost looked like it crossed him up, looking for a slider. Goes off the brick wall and right for the 5-0 and scores.
You saw too much of that today.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Canadians lost to the Rangers.
Tom.
Just trying to finish the story for everybody, Matt. 2-1 to Mayberry. Breaking ball that drops in for strike 2. 73 miles an hour on that curveball. Sean Marshall.
And yes, the Rangers beat Montreal 7-2. They got outworked the whole game.
The ball's pulled foul. Guy, little offense, gets a baseball, and the 2-2 pitch. Inside and low, 3-2. Jimmy Rollins on deck. Phillies with 10 runs on 10 hits. And a line drive, base hit down the left field line, just beyond the reach of Frazier. Brown scores, Mayberry pulls into second, and the hits just keep on coming tonight for the Phils. And it's the 11-1 lead.
Mayberry did a very nice job staying back in that curveball and keeping it fair. But what I like about it the most is it's another 2-out RBI hit. You can tell the guys are hit with a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah, and they're running some deep counts. They continue to run some deep counts. Well, Brian Price is going to make a double switch here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies scored 6 in the 4th. They've scored 5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And we've got another pitching change as Brian Pena is going to come on to play first base for Brian Price. Phillies up 11-1. There have been a couple of good defensive plays tonight, but this one was a dandy by Cody Ash. He had a bare hand this to make this play.
Yeah, it was very nice. He came in under control, didn't panic, made a very nice bare-handed play, and a strong throw to Ryan Howard at first base.
So that's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers. It's 11-1 Phillies on top. Here at the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Ashley not only made that play, but he also has contributed 3 RBIs tonight and 2 runs scored. Sam LeCure will be the new pitcher for the Reds, and he will not face Jimmy Rollins. He'll face Reed Brignac, with the Phillies on top 11-1. So Brignac will get a chance to bat here in the home 7th inning. Jimmy Rollins is fine, but the Phillies are up by 10, so give him a little bit of a reprieve here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Side, 1 ball and 1 strike. Runs tonight, the most this season since opening day against the Rangers. We saw 14 runs that day, and we're thinking, all right, well, maybe the offense is really going to put some things together. Makes the play in the on-deck circle. Fans have a lot to cheer about tonight. A great shot right here, Matt. Whoop. Total control. Play again down the left field line. So LeCure, who's on in this inning in relief of Marshall, pitcher number 5 for the Reds. Well, that is the story tonight. The offense has finally woken up from its little hibernation to score 11 runs on 11 hits. Swing and a miss. Brignac is struck out, and the side is retired. So, on 2 different occasions tonight, the Phillies have sent at least 9 men to the plate in an inning. As we go to the 8th inning, same story. It's Cody Ashley and Dominic Brown contributing Valley Honda. Visit your local Delaware Valley Honda dealer. ShopHonda.com. By Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. And by Chevrolet. Visit your local dealer at ChevyDealer.com. Go to the top of the 8th inning. It's 11-1 Phillies on top. By the way, Matt, we want to send congratulations out. I don't know if you wanted to do this, but I wanted to do this. To the Mercer County Community College baseball team. They are going to the Junior College World Series as they won a best-of-3 series today over Cecil, Maryland. They're having a great year as you see Cesar Hernandez at second, Reed Brignac over short. Kevin Cairns, their head coach, in his 3rd season. He's got a juggernaut of players who last year got a chance to play here at Citizens Bank Park, a lot of them as part of the Carpenter Cup. Many of them from Mercer County, New Jersey, were part of that Carpenter Cup team. Of course, they have players from other parts of New Jersey and around the area, but they're going to Oklahoma for the Junior College World Series. Jake Diekman delivers high to Brian Pena.
Well, congratulations to them, and best of luck.
Yeah, they've got some pro prospects on that team. Pena lines one out towards center. Tony Gwynn makes the catch.
Oh!
One away. Time now for the Major League Notebook. Murph, you don't have anything about Mercer County Community College on the Major League Notebook, do you?
I don't, Tom, but you took care of that, so that's good. And the Major League Notebook, of course, is brought to you by Gwinnett Mercy University. And Tony La Russa has a new job, guys. He's the chief baseball officer for the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's a newly created position where La Russa will oversee all baseball operations, including the general manager and manager. La Russa, of course, headed to the Hall of Fame this summer. And Rangers first baseman Prince Fielder is out of the lineup tonight and will be for a couple of days. He has a herniated disc in his neck. They don't think it's anything serious. They think if a little bit of rest and an injection will do the trick. They're hoping that he can be back in the lineup as early next week. But right now he is sitting and resting that neck because that can be very painful, as many of us know. Guys?
Murph, what we got going on behind you there? We got is it some kind of pageant, or is it a celebration of some sort?
No, I think it's Jenna's 30th birthday, right?
Oh.
It's Jenna's 30th birthday, and they've got the birthday seats, so they get to be on television. That's the way it works.
That's true. Is that how it works?
Well, wish them happy birthday from the booth.
Okay, from the booth, happy birthday. They'd like to give you 11 plus runs, so there you go.
Murph always in a giving mood.
That's right.
Appreciate that. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Billy Hamilton. And he lets it go by. It's 2-2. Well, this is certainly a good game for Hamels to back up the 133 pitch performance. He throws 90 pitches tonight, goes 7 innings, strikes out 10, and his team scores 11 runs. As Diekman makes the catch on the mound on a soft fly ball. There are 2 outs. But it's nice to be able to back this kind of game up after 133 pitches. You get 90 tonight, and this game's in control. So Ryan Sandberg can take him out, take Chase Utley out, take Jimmy Rollins out.
Especially when it's a day game tomorrow at 1:30. Given a big lead like this, and hopefully knowing that the bullpen's going to come in and hold this lead and give Cole Hamels a chance to get that 100th win and stay away from getting in the 115 to 120 pitches again. And the last thing you want to see is him having about 250 pitches in 2 outings.
On the left side, Ashe and Brown certainly have helped the cause tonight offensively. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cozart. Cozart is 1 for 3. He's doubled and scored, struck out, and popped out. Out toward left field, Dominic Brown has a long run to go after this one. It is a foul ball. One ball and 2 strikes.
One more, you good.
Out toward right center, Gwynn Goes to a spot, waits, makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. Good job by Diekman, limiting his pitches. He threw just 11 to get the 3 outs. So middle of the 8th coming up. Phillies up 11-1 with Carlos Ruiz set to lead it off. Live streaming sports service celebrating 12 years. Join the millions of subscribers. Watch every out-of-market game live in true HD and over 400 devices. Visit Phillies.com for details. Ramon Santiago will be the new third baseman for the Reds. Chris Heisey is in right field. And Carlos Ruiz will lead it off against Sam LeCure here in the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies will wrap up this homestand tomorrow. Tony Cingrani will pitch for the Reds. Cliff Lee for the Phils. With Heisey going into right field, Schumacher, and he is versatile enough to do this, moves from the outfield to second base. Carlos grounds it to third. Santiago throws him out, and one away here in the 8th inning. All right, Matt, let's revisit your keys to tonight's ball game, brought to you by Nissan. We don't usually do this at the end of the ball game, but we might as well hit the fastball, hit up the fastball till 2 strikes, and for Hamels, establish the fastball early in the game. Do you like?
Well, I really like it. I think someone listened, especially in that 4th inning when 5 of the 6 hits were off fastballs. And Cole did a tremendous job going up, pounding the strike zone, inside, outside, mixing in the slider, mixing in the curveball, and not throwing a lot of changeups. but picked his spots. So,
well, nice job. So now you're going to have to duplicate that tomorrow. You'll have one. Mike will have another.
I was kind of hoping Schmitty would take both of them.
1 ball and 1 strike to Cesar Hernandez, up for the first time. 3 for 15 on the year. Phillies lead at 11-1, and they're 3 outs away from Cole Hamels picking up his 100th career victory. He would become the 7th Phillies pitcher to win 100 games in a Phillies uniform.
I guess you could almost put the key of the game tomorrow is whichever way you drove to the ballpark today, do the exact same thing. Because everyone knows that hitters are superstitious and ball players, athletes.
Does that mean all of us too? Like we have to do the same thing?
Well, but I was going to shave my goatee and go Fu Manchu if we would have lost tonight. I think you said you were going to grow a Fu Manchu.
Right. Got to play again. It remains 2-2. Whatever the formula, it certainly worked here tonight, and the deal is to carry it over to the final game of this series. Probably some different players in the lineup tomorrow, but still try to have the same results behind Cliff Lee. Now it's 3-2 to Hernandez.
And really, a lot that has to do with that is the confidence. Stepping in that batter's box and realizing and having a game plan and sticking with the game plan, being patient.
Out to right field. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez has launched one. It is gone. A solo home run for Cesar Hernandez. And he's now made it a 12-1 ball game here at Citizens Bank Park. Hats off to Cesar Hernandez, because he's just blasted his first major league home run. Now that has got to be a sweet feeling.
Well, it's something that he'll never forget. It's just a fastball down and in. Reaction, tucks his hands in, takes a nice easy swing. And there it is, the sweet swing of a left-hander getting his first major league home run. Congratulations.
Got around the bases pretty fast.
I was going to say, take your time. Enjoy it.
It's this one well, of course, and right into the hands of that gentleman. So he's got a souvenir that he can share with Cesar. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ryan Howard.
Ushers will find that ball, bring it in. There you go right there. Perfect timing.
18 seconds to get around the bases for Cesar Hernandez. Ground ball toward first. And Pena will take care of Howard for the second out.
They'll get that baseball, and he'll probably have to exchange a Ryan Howard ball or Chase Utley. Remember when you hit your first home run, they never say, okay, I'll exchange it for an autographed ball by him. Because when I hit my first one, I had to give an autographed ball by Jose Canseco.
It's good that you have a superstar that, you know, be nice enough to do that for you.
Good point.
Marlon Byrd has scored a couple of runs tonight. He takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Marlin grounds one toward the middle. Cozart, but he is sure-handed up there. And he is safe at first. Marlin beat the throw. Second hit of the night for Marlon Byrd. Not much Cozart could do.
No, that's just a great effort. A 12-1 lead. Hit a ground ball, and you could very easily pull up and, hey, we'll get him tomorrow. But as soon as he hit that ball, he was smelling, knocked the whole way, and he ran through the bag hard.
And it brings Cody Ashe up again. Ashe's 2 for 4 today with 3 RBIs. In the dirt, 1-0.
So did we get Jeff Jenkins to throw the first pitch out again tomorrow?
It's got to stay the same.
Murph can do the interview. Same spot, same location.
I'm game if Jeff is game, guys.
You got to hunt him down, though, Murph.
Okay.
In the dirt again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Phillies up 12-1. Bird's not going anywhere on those 2 pitches in the dirt. Outside, ball 4, and then I'll put runners on first and second. But Ashe aboard for the 3rd time tonight. It brings Dominic Brown up. Dominic with 5 RBIs in this game. Two-run home run, a 3-run double. Phillies do have Papelbon in the bullpen. He hasn't worked since Saturday. Last Saturday. Dominic takes low, 1-0. Had to figure that he was going to get into tonight's ball game. No matter if the Phillies were up in a save situation, down, or in a game like this where they have a comfortable 11-run lead.
I like what Dominic has done with his hands. He's put him closer to his body, and his bat angle is closer to his shoulder instead of having the statue look with the hands straight up. Now what it does is his hands can roll back, and he's in the launch position right away. Where before, if he was getting beat, he'd have that little loop because the barrel will be straight up.
Ground ball to first, and Pena will run it to the bag, and the side is retired. So we go to the top of the 9th inning here at Citizens Bank Park on the heels of Cesar Hernandez's first major league home run. It's at the seats in right field. It's given the Phils a 12-1 lead. 3 outs to go for win number 100 for Hamels. On over the Cincinnati Reds. This is game 2 of the 3-game series. And they'll turn the baseball over to Jonathan Papelbon to try to finish this one off. 17th game for Papelbon. He hasn't worked since last Saturday. His earned run average at 1.76. So this is a night to get some work, get 3 quick outs, and give the Phillies a victory that would stop a 4-game losing streak. Also would give Cole Hamels his 100th career victory. A lot more wins to come for Cole, but tonight 10 strikeouts, 7 innings. I mean, he had some good stuff. I think this is the best stuff he's had in any start. Even the first one against the Dodgers, where he was pretty strong.
Yeah, and he didn't really get into any troubles, and really he established the fastball early in the game, and had the Reds hitters off balance at times, looking for fastballs inside with the cutter and throwing a fastball inside and getting them looking and freezing them.
Ramon Santiago leads it off, and Santiago, the veteran, former Detroit Tiger infielder, 5 for 25 this year. Fly ball, shallow left center. Reed Brignac back on the outfield grass. There's one away. Reminder, it'll be Cliff Lee on the mound tomorrow for the Phils against Tony Cingrani. Game time is 1:30. Schmidt will join us up here in the booth Sundays with Schmidt on Comcast Sportsnet. Phillies' big Sunday show begins at 1 o'clock. Here's Chris Heisey. And Heisey swings at the first pitch. Ruiz off with the mask, waiting for it. 2 outs. A lot to talk about on Phillies postgame live. It's coming up immediately after this ball game. Guys will get a chance to talk about Cole Hamels and what he did over 7 innings. The fact he's going to pick up his 100th career victory in a Phillies uniform. It's all coming up tonight, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. It's Phillies postgame live. Here's Ryan Ludwig. Ludwig is 0 for 3 with an RBI tonight. Up and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Three balls and 1 strike to Ludwig. And Papelbon delivers inside, ball 4. 2-out walk. And Skip Schumacher is coming up. He's 0 for 3. Reds have managed only 3 hits tonight. 2 in the first. 1 in the fourth. That's it. 15 in a row retired by Hamels in the Phillies bullpen before that walk to Ludwig. Schumacher takes the knees. It's 0-1. He also had an inning tonight in the third where Hamels struck out the side 4, 5, and 6. Those were his strikeout totals on 9 pitches. Struck out the side on 9 pitches. That's crazy.
It's a record.
Yeah. One ball and 1 strike to Schumacher. Ludwig off first. Now to play, 1-2. Crowd coming to their feet. Phillies try to end this 4-game losing streak. There was a 23-inning lull in the scoring for the Phils, but they've erupted tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back again. Everybody's set. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2-2. A split. Oh, we got the first 2 hitters on 3 pitches. Now he's extended a little bit more here. That's not the worst thing in the world. Roger Bernardino's come out on deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Schumacher. And the pitch. And a liner to right field. Marlon Byrd is there. He comes in and he makes the catch. And the Phillies have won it tonight 12-1. And Cole Hamels becomes the 7th Phillies pitcher to win 100 games. As the Phillies have finally exploded offensively. And Hamels is finally able to pick up that elusive 100th win with 7 strong innings here tonight. Well, a good showing all the way around for the Phils. Not only offensively, which they needed, not only defensively, which they needed, but also the work of Hamels on the mound. 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 3 hits. And he is our Chevrolet player of the game. And, boy, he was fantastic tonight, Matt.
Yeah, he really was. It started from the first hitter with Hamilton getting the fastball, throwing the curve below for strikes, being able to work that fastball inside, not letting the hitters get extended, pounding the strike zone down and in, getting hitters looking, overswinging at the cutter. Tonight he was under complete control with all his pitches. And the way it started in the first inning with a couple of infield singles, getting on the board, he just settled down, set them down the rest of the way.
25 times during the course of Cole Hamels' career, he has reached double digits in strikeouts. He picks up 10 strikeouts here tonight. Back in the 3rd, he struck out the side on 9 pitches. It was that kind of night for Cole Hamels as the Phillies win it 12-1. And as the Phillies players leave the dugout, they're congratulating Cole Hamels on his 100th career victory. A milestone. It's not going to be his last milestone. An outstanding night on so many different levels. And Hamels is making his way up to Murph. So let's turn it over to Greg Murphy. Murph, take it away, buddy.
All right, thank you very much. He wants to keep his eyes on the dugout, and I don't blame you. So, first of all, this interview is a long time coming. Congratulations. Let's talk about the game first. It looked like, really right from the first inning, you had command of all your pitches, and were pretty dominant out there.
I mean, it's kind of been something where I've been battling it, since coming up here, and I've been feeling great, but I just really haven't been able to execute, and I really haven't been able to, get ahead of hitters. So, that leaves it pretty difficult to, try to win ball games or try to stay ahead, and a little bit more difficult to last longer in the ball game in order to get a win. So, it's nice that we were able to do it here. This means, it means a lot. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and especially with a lot of my teammates that have been there since the very first win that I've had, and great fans that have been there for many of them. So it's nice to be able to do it in this home ballpark.
Top of the rotation guys are asked all the time to stop losing streaks, to get winning streaks going. You're able to stop one tonight. Hopefully this can kickstart this team.
No, it was tremendous just to be able to see the at-bats that guys were putting together with the amount of pitches that they were seeing, and and then to wear them down and get the big hits. So, that's something that, I know we need to do. And I think, hopefully this will definitely start something special and get us rolling, because we have the talent to be able to do it. And it's just a matter of trying to break out and be able to do it.
You touched on it, but let's go back because it's worth repeating. You're the seventh pitcher in Phillies history to reach 100 wins for his career in this uniform. There's some pretty great names on that list. You're just going to get a pat on the butt there. It's got to really feel kind of special.
No, there is. I've been able to meet a lot of them, and they're tremendous pitchers, and they mean a lot to this team, this organization, and especially this community. So I guess to get some of the accolades that are up to that sort of caliber, I don't really look at it as something like that, but to be in that sort of category with those guys, it does mean a lot. And especially to be able to do it, on one team. That really it doesn't happen in this day and age too often. So I'm, very thankful that the Phillies have, been able to keep me and want me to be able to be in this uniform for a long time. And we'll see how many wins I can get.
Many, many more, I'm sure. Congratulations on a great accomplishment. Go enjoy it with your teammates.
Thank you very much.
All right, Cole. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Murph, thank you very much. Great job by Cole Hamels picking up career win number 100 in a Phillies uniform. 7 innings, 10 strikeouts. And he couldn't have done it without the offense tonight. Our WB made some deliveries of the game. It's that law firm of Ashe and Brown. They got it rolling. Matt, Ashe had some really good swings here tonight.
Yeah, did he get in a situation, no balls, 2 strikes. Took a bad swing at the 0-1 pitch, stepped out, gathered his thoughts, got a fastball, drove it to right field. And Dominic Brown had the green light on a 3-0 swing and took a very aggressive, relaxed swing and hit the ball over the Budweiser sign. Then again in the 7th inning versus Marshall. Hey, another fastball, drove it up the middle for an RBI. And then all of a sudden Brown comes up here with a curveball with the bases loaded, keeps it fair down the right field corner. And gets a bases clearing double to put them into a big lead.
So the Phillies go on to a 12-1 victory here tonight over the Cincinnati Reds. They end a 4-game losing streak. Cole Hamels gets his 100th career victory in a Phillies uniform. All good things. 12-1 win. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.